morning. I'm Deanne Hernandez, your Thursday anchor for the Bulls and Bears show here at the Philippine Stock Exchange at GNN Destiny Cable. This morning, I have a very interesting guest. Her name is Dr. Susana Balingit. She's now connected with the De La Salle Health Sciences Institute and will take you through 4 segments of the investments in the next 5 to 10 years, according to our stock investor experts in the world. That is healthcare. Good morning, Susan.
Good morning,
Welcome.
Yes,
televiewers. Yes, I met her just yesterday, providentially, when we were trying to establish a possible natural medicine alliance with the De La Salle Health Science Institute. So, Dr. Susan, our first segment will be talking about your concept of wellness. You know, Dr. Susan is an orthopedic anesthesiologist who went into community health care for the past 3 decades. So she's 3 years young.
Good morning.
Yeah. So, Dr. Susan, how do you think we should be dealing with our own healthcare issues? And I'd like to use the word wellness instead of health and, illnesses. Let's talk about wellness in general as you have seen it in your years of dealing with the community.
Sige. First, we will have to discover wellness. So let me guide you and the audience dun sa discovery natin ng sariling atin. Because whenever we talk about wellness and establishing wellness facilities, let's establish something that talks about Filipino wealth.
Okay,
diba?
We're really very wealthy when it comes
and resources.
God bless us with coconuts.
What makes us unique and distinct dito sa market na to? Why will they buy us? If they close their eyes, would they feel
it's Filipino?
It's Filipino. Would they taste Filipino? Would the facility smell Filipino?
Oh,
parang
yeah,
ganon.
Even the smell. Okay.
Diba?
So, the 5 senses. Okay.
Diba? Dapat ganon kasi. Pagdating ko rito, dapat ganon yung nararamdaman ko. So, where does community medicine come in? Parang ganon. I started off as a trainee in anesthesia. I had anesthesia in Cardinal Santos. We did pain control and critical care. So, ano naman yung business ko? Why am I in community medicine? Kasi sabi ko, I cannot help people using anesthesia by giving them money to treat themselves. It's easier for me to help people.
Just deadening the pain sensation,
But it's helping them by them caring for themselves. Then I went to the communities. The first thing I realized was, bakit ganon? At night, when my staff sleeps, they give me the mosquito net.
Okay. To protect you from being
para
bitten.
wala akong mosquito bites.
Okay.
But when we wake up, ako yung bitten. They're free from mosquito bites.
Bakit
so
ganon?
Parang,
They know how to find the hole in the net.
Something is grossly wrong with this.
Okay.
And then, whenever my period comes, ako lang yung may dysmenorrhea. My staff doesn't have them.
Oh, bakit
diba?
ganon?
So, bakit ganon?
What's the
all
secret?
the people.
Okay.
And parang,
you discovered
sige.
the secret.
And then, I didn't mind this. But whenever I see, because we were doing this community-based medicine at Mindoro, in Calintaan, Mindoro Occidental. And then when Mangyans would come in, they bring with them a woman who's barely 4'11", carrying with her a baby on a baby sling, tagging along another child, and on her head would be a sack full of kamote. Diba?
Oh,
Tapos then they go up and down the mountain
yes.
to my clinic.
Okay.
And, I would always go, oh my God, just how did she
manage
manage this?
That? Yeah.
Yes. Until one day, there's another doctor who would train under me. Because I've been doing this consulting for many NGOs within the Southern Luzon network. So whenever there are exposures or new doctors who would like to venture into community medicine, I'm one of the preceptors. So somebody would train under me. And then I'm given one young doctor who's newly graduate, very handsome, but he has, if I have insect bites, he has psoriasis.
Oh my God! What is this about city people in natural, rural places? Okay.
Yes, what I said. Can you see? We're so off in this place. We're so
Parang
different.
You don't belong.
We don't belong here. We just don't belong.
Okay.
So, what makes us different? Why do we stand out?
Yes.
Let's discover. So,
okay, so you discover.
Why don't we try, whenever we see Mangyan kids, they're playing on the ground. They're not even with slippers. They don't have soap to wash with, but but the skin is relatively clean from bites, wounds, di ba? Wala naman silang galis eh. Yung totoo.
What was the secret? Is it what
bakit
they
tayo ba
breathe or eat?
Yes. Then I said, why don't we try eating what they're eating? Imagine,
so it's in the diet.
They're 4'11", they can carry with them.
They're strong.
Yes, and they can deliver. They're 4'11", and they can deliver spontaneously. So something
Para lang going to the bathroom, shoop,
yes,
baby born.
Ganyan, di ba?
Yeah.
And parang hindi naman sila nahihirapan. We would always talk about how life is so stressful in the city, and we have 2 kids.
It
diba?
It is.
Some people in the community would have 12 to 20.
20?
Diba?
Oh my God!
Then we would
Parang
have, people before would have this. So we started, let's try, somehow copy what they eat, copy what they do. And then a month after, I realized I didn't have my period came, and the pain was not there. And I was having that pain. Yes, and I was having that pain since I had my menses, my menarche. When
I can empathize with you because I am the same.
And I'm having all the aches. And my classmates would always call me KKK. Kaya masaktang ulo, kaya masaktang.
And doktor ka pa naman.
Yes, and then all the case just left me. So it's something that I will be treasuring the rest of my life. The discovery that the community
the secret with our GNN viewers.
So from then on, I tried. And then when the internet came in, because my husband brought in the first commercial internet. We were with the internet business. And then I tried reading into what the other people in the other parts of the world were doing. In what I have discovered. Some people would have discovered the same thing elsewhere for different cultural groups. And then I had mine. When we were asked by Women's Health and Safe Motherhood to do a study on how birthing procedures, yes. Or birthing position in Bontoc Mountain Province, we discovered that the elderly women were so different from the younger ones.
In what way?
The elders were able to deliver spontaneously, even to 16 kids. Diba?
Oh my God.
And a few hours before they deliver, they're still in the rice. They would still be working in the rice terraces. Imagine that.
What kind of flexibility and
I was talking to a healer
with
16 children. And while talking to her, she had with her alaba, a container of kamote.
Yes.
And she was saying, Doc, can you hurry up because I am supposed to bring this home. This is our dinner.
Okay.
And she had 16. She was 81
we
when
have
I was
a lot
talking
to
to her.
learn from our ruler on folk, right?
So, if they were delivering spontaneously, if they didn't have problems, because if they had problems, they would have stayed home. Or otherwise, they would have just have few children. They would rather have, and if you bring your children to the pediatrician every now and then, even just for checkup, if you bring them to the, I'm not telling you not to bring your children to a doctor for consultation. I'm just telling you that if you have 16, and everybody has to be brought to the...
kulang ang months in the year for you to have the schedule for the child.
But how they were able to raise their children uneventful with No.
So what was the secret, Doctora?
Imagine-
What was one of the factors you think
that I think
enabled
God
them
has
to be-
really given us enough resources to make us really healthy. And
Okay,
then the education we had alienated us to a lot of these resources.
Yeah, and
I
the
think
cement
that even the
jungles-
song,
Uh-huh,
di ba? Whenever they show
Bahay Kubo?
vegetables to classes, they would always just show cabbage, carrots, broccoli, cauliflower. And these are so alien to a lot of the communities
Yes,
we have.
it's in
Kasi tropical
diets of
tayo.
European
diba?
and American
yes.
cultures. Yes.
So, it brings a message na ito yon. These are acceptables. And whenever, yung bahay kubo, yung mga gulay doon, seldom do you see them doon sa mga photos natin.
Yeah,
Diba?
come to
And
think of it, no?
titignan mo rin,
Pundol, papaya.
Oo. You've not seen them. Patani,
Patani,
bataw.
bataw. Yes,
Diba?
yeah.
Hindi mo siya
Okra
nakikita
is
ron.
the closest
yes.
because
Oo.
it's exported to Japan, you know.
Oo.
Yes.
So, pag tinignan mo rin, yung concept natin ng abundance is really to discuss. Ito, ganito karami yan. Yun lang yung nakalagay sa bahay kubo. But there's a lot more they were not
yeah.
able to say.
If you
Kasi
go to
maikli
Stewart
lang and
Exchange,
you know that
there's
song
so many.
has no repetition of a single gulay inside. Di ba? There's a lot. And because maikli lang yung pinagagawang kanta, di konti lang yun na mention.
Na short list, ika nga.
Oo, yung na
Okay.
short list lang yung
Yes.
pumasok. So I think a lot of the resources we have for health are underused, underutilized, and
Well,
even
first of all, they
alienated
don't even know
now,
what is a
especially
vegetable
now.
and
Oh.
what it's good for.
mismo. Oo.
Diba?
Diba? So, ang layo. Kaya,
Uh-huh.
we talk of farmers na ang kakainin asin. Ang ulam daw nila target. Anong target yan? Sabi niya asin. Kasi you have a plate full of salt. Tapos, sasawsaw mo yung daliri mo and then lalagay mo doon sa kanin mo. So parang, grabe na yung alienation. Yung mga lupa, hinadyan pa rin eh. May mga tumubo pa rin.
I've
In
been
fact, a
to
lot
Japan. They're having subterranean levels because they don't have the real estate that we have.
Pero tayo,
Oo.
we also have resources. We didn't even plant. Diba? Kanina, I was talking to Jet on our way here. And sabi ko, even dito sa EDSA, why do we want indigenous vegetables? Because we would want something that strong. Diba? Spontaneous. At saka survivor. Sabi ko, while passing through EDSA, sige, tingnan mo. Makakita ka dyan ng malunggay. Makakita ka ng mga iba't ibang klaseng puno. Survivor sila.
Yeah.
Di ba? Sa
Untended,
jungle na to,
unnurtured,
yes,
oo.
mismo.
They
eksakto,
survive.
yan yung gusto natin. Sabi ko, Pacquiao would not have been that strong kung iba yung
Yeah, I
pinakain
think
natin.
the secret
And
is
diba?
in what he eats, no?
Di ba? He would
Yeah.
not have been that strong. Dapat alam natin yan. And we cannot credit other things that came in later. Dapat yung dati. Ano ba pinakain natin? Yung mais kinain yan, ha? And let's ask, Mommy D.
No,
So, diba? What can
exactly.
Alabandera afford?
Yeah,
Diba?
exactly.
And yan yung gift natin. Dapat makita natin na ito yung gift ng Panginoon sa atin. Gift niya kay Pacquiao yan. That's why he's strong. Hindi yan by chance.
Yes. Kasi like Damong Maria,
Yes.
pansit-pansitan, I think this is grass that grows wild in the...
And marami pang iba.
At marami pang iba.
Oo.
But
Parang ganito rin kasi siya, alam mo.
Oo.
Ang mga gulay have intentions. Plant have intentions. If you grow on a cold weather place, then you're supposed to bring warm. Diba?
To the
You
body.
To the
Yes,
body.
okay.
Kung tumubo ka sa mainit, then you're not supposed to do that. Kasi alangan naman ang init-init, then you're making warm.
Nagpapainit ka.
Diba?
Yeah.
So, yung gulay dito should keep us cool. Diba? And then, pag tinignan mo yung tubig, if you want a cooling effect, you freeze the water. It's still H2O, but it's frozen.
Yes.
And pag tinignan mo yung form niya, some water that brings coolness is solid and hard.
Yes.
Whereas water that would bring us
Warmth.
warm, hindi mo siya sa freezer ilalagay. Lalagay mo siya sa fire.
Aha.
Diba?